guys, Amy here. I'm going to read a little section from my book, Ready, Set, Recruit, The Hiring Manager's Guide to Recruiting with Confidence. Just like a half a paragraph. I was reading this morning and I thought it was pretty profound. So I was going to do a video on it, but I thought, let me just read it and then talk about it. So, okay. Something happens when we sit with our discomfort. I think we let the fear go for a moment in just acknowledging that something is wrong. The simple acknowledgement takes the pressure off long enough to bring us present. And this moment of presence, which is often all it takes, allows for a shift in perspective to swoop in. And then we have our solution. And I think, so yes, this is in a book about recruiting. This is in chapter 4, which is called Curiosity is a Great Problem Solver. And I talk about eliminating unnecessary hurdles in the hiring process. So I talk about curiosity quite a bit in my one-on-one professional and or career coaching, and then also in recruiting, hiring, coaching, consulting, because curiosity is powerful and we can use it in multiple ways to overcome challenges and to achieve goals. And regarding sitting with our discomfort and getting present, and then for long enough to let ourselves actually feel the discomfort, then discomfort is purposeful. So a lot of times what we want to do is avoid the discomfort by ignoring our uncomfortable emotions and instead distracting ourselves with something else, maybe just continuing to try to focus on the work that we have, for example. But if an uncomfortable emotion is showing up, it is presenting for a reason. And the only way for your discomfort to be purposeful, to serve a useful purpose, to actually become a tool to help you grow, progress, make shifts and important changes, you have to focus on the discomfort. You have to let yourself feel the uncomfortable feeling. So curiosity is powerful, secondary to your emotions. And so first you have to acknowledge your emotions. So I think in the example I was talking about it in that chapter is I started the process, success habit, I call it, implementing the success habit of really sitting with the discomfort and focusing on my uncomfortable emotions and then taking it further, getting curious about why they were showing up years back. And this, what it does when you sit with the discomfort and allow yourself to just feel how you feel, yes, like I said in the book, it does take the pressure off. And I think I first came upon that idea or concept in reading one of Eckhart Tolle's books. He was talking about sitting with a client or patient. I don't know how he would refer to his people that he works with. But one of his clients was just really angry or hurt. And I don't remember exactly what he said in the book. It was either A New Earth or The Power of Now. But he basically just helped his client to sit in the discomfort and for it to be okay. You know, it's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay to have unpleasant emotions. I think a lot of times we put pressure on ourselves to pretend or act like we're happy and everything's okay when it's really not. Now, we don't want to go around complaining about our problems, but the person that you want, because it's not really useful, but the person you want to really get honest with and trust that you can show how you feel and feel how you feel, and that you can accept your feelings is you. Because otherwise we're denying our feelings and we're not going to get anywhere. So if problems are showing up, either in your hiring process, if you made a bad hire or you're having a lot of stresses throughout the process, or in your career direction, or in your personal life, or anywhere, you're going to solve your problems faster when you focus on them. And that starts by paying attention to your emotions, allowing yourself to feel the emotions, whether it's frustration, sadness, anger. You want to pay attention to these moments because they're showing up for a reason, to help you grow. And when you start to pay closer attention, which first starts with just acknowledging how you feel, you can really take the pressure off of trying to find a solution and trying to push yourself to feel better when you don't. What happens when you take the pressure off is that you create space and room for the answer that you are looking for to show up. Because if you don't acknowledge a problem, that it's there, you're going to naturally be closed off to any solution that could otherwise present. And also, when you are acknowledging how you feel, you are present. You're not trying to pretend or ignore. You're just present. And not only does it take the pressure off to accept how you're feeling, good, bad, indifferent, but when you're present, the present moment is the only time and place where anything ever happens, including your ideas, including your solutions to your problems and or challenges. So what you want to do is start paying closer attention to how you're feeling. And if it is an uncomfortable emotion that keeps showing up, you want to sit with it. Let yourself sit in the discomfort, because spoiler alert, if discomfort is showing up and you ignore it, guess what? You're already uncomfortable. So the question is, how long do you want to be uncomfortable for? If you take a moment to let yourself be and accept however it is you're feeling, you're going to be much closer to finding a solution. Because if we're ignoring the problem, we're not going to solve it. And you can take and apply this concept, sitting with the discomfort, acknowledging your emotions, to any area in your life, personal, professional, and it will help you catapult your growth. So I started implementing this practice years ago, and then what I notice is that it gets easier and you don't stay uncomfortable for as long. Because when you're tapping into paying closer attention to your emotions and that becomes a habit, you're gonna notice if something is bothering you when it's this big versus this big, that rock bottom point where we are forced to make a change because we just can't take it anymore. Guess what? You don't have to let it get that big or uncomfortable. You'll start to pay attention and make shifts when you have just a little bit of discomfort. And then what happens is you feel happier and better aligned, and you progress faster, because when we're working with a distracted focus, something's bothering us, whether or not we choose to focus on it and solve the problem, it's still there. And a distraction is going to slow you down, because you're going to go further faster with 100% of your focus in one direction, or 80%, or whatever you can do. So if you're feeling uncomfortable in any area of your life, personal, professional, sit with the discomfort. First, acknowledge how you're feeling, then sit with the discomfort, then get curious, that's step number 3, about why it's there. And then let go. Then your work is done, because then you've done the hard work of acknowledging the challenge, and then you've created space, opportunity for a solution to present, which will come in the form of an idea. So discomfort can be a very useful tool, only when you pay attention to it. Thanks for watching. If you got some value from the video, I invite you to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.